Alright, links put out. Howdy, Matt. Okay. Let me just fiddle with something real quick. Open up the settings, please. I'll put... let's see... 6800. That should be all set. So, let's get down to business. I've been looking forward to getting back to Hag. Hey, Aesir. How's it going? How is everyone doing today? I am a bit more tired than I probably should be, but it was not very smart about when I got to bed last night, so I could stand to have woken up a little earlier, but all things considered, I'm not doing too bad. Let's get down to business. Chapter 11, Blood-Stained Snow. Uh-oh. Fjord, finally! What do you know? The steward didn't have much else to say. The night after we left, a gang of thugs snuck into the keep. They didn't even need to cut any necks. They just got in and out. That's how vulnerable he was, with all of us having a picnic in the woods. Any ideas where and by whom he's been taken? The architect of this little stratagem is already making her next move. Flintshire's Order of Knights Lazarite is forming up at our shared border. Maybe they're hoping without the Margrave we'll throw our arms up and give up. But we won't, will we? What do you think? No, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to plow through their army and kill everyone that gets in my way. Then I'm going to use Delilah's smug face for target practice. And then I'm going to grab that old fool by the beard and bring him back. I don't know yet if I'll just lecture him for his stupidity or punch him in the face. I'll decide when the time comes. Fjord, think calmly about this. There's a reason they took him alive, and that reason's got to be you and us. If we try to attack so recklessly, they might threaten his life to stave us off. What difference would it make? The moment our territory is theirs, they will cut his head off and it will well and truly be over. His only hope is for us to strike while Delilah is still savoring her victory. We don't even know for sure that it was Delilah that did it. What if she's just trying to take advantage, huh? We'd be leaving Barlow in the hands of his true kidnappers. What then? What do you want me to do? Sit about for a few days? Formulate a plan? Relax? Oh, I'll calm down, sure. It's very easy, see? I'm only looking to bury the most important person in my life. Damn it, he's my best friend. You don't think I'm anxious? But we need to do this like he would. You know that as well as I do. Just keep quiet for a moment and use your head. I need a different outlook. Kyra, speak up. Don't act coy now. What do you think? Well, we obviously can't just roll over and let Wrexham be invaded. I say we meet the Flintshire Knights at the border, try to fend them off. We'll keep going until they bring him out. They'll have no choice but to negotiate. And then we can stall and figure out how to pry him from their clutches. Not the most brilliant plan I ever heard, but it's better than nothing. Oh, and someone needs to stay behind and keep an eye on the keep. Keep the populace calm, catch any more spies by surprise, that kind of stuff. I'm definitely not staying. Damn, it's gonna have to be me, isn't it? Who would have thought I'd end up looking over Fort Wrexham? Life's full of surprises. Thanks, Redbeard. Keep Pericles with you as well. Yeah, I was afraid you'd say that too. Oh well, you're probably right. Man's a bore, but you'll be a great help. Between us and the Knight's Pyrite, we should be able to weather any storm. The rest of us will set out immediately for the border, I take it? Time is of the essence, not a moment to waste. Let me round up my guys and we'll head out. What? Your goal in coming here was to find allies for your battle against Tartaros. You could accomplish that by ditching us and cozying up with Delilah. Or any of the other neighboring Margraves, really. All you'd have to do is offer them Wrexham on a silver platter. Oh, come on, are you serious, lass? This isn't the time to accuse us of... No, it's not that. It's just, well, you're not doing that. Thank you. You're welcome. Well, that's so weird. Didn't think she knew how to smile. Quit whispering before she hears you, you jerk. Alright, let's not waste any more time then. Off we go. Alright, looks like everyone's about ready to go. Goodbye, you two. Stay out of trouble while we're away. Kyra, why can't I go with you? Elias, don't you look forward to living it up in a comfy castle for a bit? Why would you want to keep sleeping in tents and running around with me? Well, the tent's comfy too, and the exercise is good for me, right? Elias, I get it. You'd be worried if I'm near the front lines. There's not much you could do there, Eli. And hey, I'm staying too, aren't I? We ain't gonna get bored, you'll see. Carol'll be back before you even know it. I hope so. Use this chance to get some rest, alright, big guy? Yeah, okay. Good luck, Kyra. Psst, Kyra, one more thing. About what happened to, well... I'm trying not to think about it. If I do, I might not be able to keep going. That's fine, but whatever you do, keep your eyes open. I don't know who we can trust. Heck, if we can trust anyone at all. Don't let what happened to that poor girl happen to you. If they try anything, they'll be sorry. Okay, just be careful, please. Edward, not a word to Elias about Feem. Not yet. I'll tell him myself when I return. If you think that's best. Goodbye, lassie. See you, Redbeard.
This is it then. Hestia, Agariste, be safe.
Dad, we're not going off forever. Why do you look like you're about to cry?
You'll sighed again, Agariste. Yet here I am, doing it all over again. Perry, the circumstances couldn't be any more different.
Yeah, this time it's us that are leaving you. And we'll be back in a flash. So what's the big deal? Chin up, Sir Pericles.
So be it. Till we next meet again.
Margrave Delilah, the hired blades have been spotted. Oh ho! For a moment I feared they would kneel without a struggle. But no, these ones have fire in their hearts. All the better. We shall be as the frigid ice, snuffing out their flames once and for all. Aptly put, mistress. Well, everyone's in motion. The commanders are ready. I think we should leave now if we don't want to get caught up in this. They shall bear witness to the dazzling might of Flintshire, soon to be sovereigns of Wrexham, and eventually sole power of our truly united Glamorgan. But for now, only a hot bath and a glass of wine awaits me. Come, Jane, let us be back before the moon rises. Yeah, of course, mistress. Delilah's ready for us, all right. What can you tell us about what comes next, Fiad? Flintshire's first line of defense is their renowned twin forts. Twin bridges, twin forts, people sure do love their twins, huh? It invites would-be opponents to split their strength in half. But we ought not to do that. As a matter of fact, we will need to seize both positions. We cannot leave our rear open when we approach Flintshire Keep. Don't force yourself to capture both forts. We can't afford the time. Any of your guys can take care of seizing the gates. Simple enough, at least until the brawling starts. Say, have you seen that spy? The suspicious-looking brunette. Beatrix? Don't even bother. That one comes and goes as she pleases. No doubt she's decided ours is a lost cause and walked away. Good riddance, I say. Who needs a vulture like her? On the other hand, the armies of the undead have proven loyal. Still here, still ready to stand with us in battle. Not bad. Ophelia said she could assume any role we saw fit to have her reprise. Apate, I'm guessing this goes without saying, but surely she can't pretend to be me. She can try, but it would be a total waste of her time. It would be wiser to apply her purported skills elsewhere. Alright then, guess we just have to win now. Alright, map time. Okay, this strength is... Yeah, this stream is... I tried setting the bitrate higher, but that seems to not be working out for me. Output. Drop it down to 5,000, I guess. Hope that that's enough. Come on. OBS is throwing a fit. Tell me about it. On Monday, getting to bed was a nightmare because I didn't take my meds. Ouch. Not advisable. I had a pretty tricky exam today. I was up until 2 a.m. on Monday. Fiat went sicko mode. Redbeard, the red herring. You know, if I could improve it's as if they were adding roleplay aspects to modify Korn's actions, showing how it would affect Hoshido, Nora, and Vala, and Korn's companions. I mean... God damn it. Even that bitrate is too much for things to go. Yeah, this is so fucking annoying. Drop it to 3,000. Alright. And here's hoping that that's enough for this. Okay. Anyways, I did all of my preps for this chapter off screen. So I think the only thing really to do is, for right now, is go to camp and start doing some talking. Alright, first things first, as usual, talk to Hestia.
Kyra, come over here. Quick, it's very important.
What is it?
Well, what do you think?
You're making a pose. Very nice. If you're hoping I'll draw you, though, you'll be sorely disappointed. My brother draws a bit, but me, not a chance.
Just look at me. Don't I look positively dashing holding this baby?
You look like you could cut a couple heads off with it at least.
That's because I could. I did it, Kyra. I forged a brave axe.
Wait, seriously? Sheesh, is there anything you can't make?
If there is, it's because they haven't invented it yet. You know what's special about these things, right?
They say anyone holding it fights it with twice the courage. That's why they call them brave. How does it actually work, though?
Did anyone tell you never to ask a magician what the trick is? I can't tell you that. It'd ruin the mystique.
Aw, but I wanted to know.
Okay, okay. I'll tell you, but stop trying to make puppy dog eyes. You're terrible at it.
Spill the beans, then.
Well, to keep it short, it's the handle. It's made to be sturdy, but also very light, see? The sharp part carries all the momentum, and you feel like you're just swinging your arms.
Sounds simple.
Hard part's making sure to strike the perfect middle ground. Otherwise the thing breaks or weighs too much to achieve that effect.
Score another win for the genius blacksmith, then.
Ah, shush. Just take it and give it to someone you trust. Brave axe!
This early on, too. Quite a boon. Big benefit. Alright. Wulfric and Tiresias. Remember that? Oh, you. Hello. Oh, sorry. Worry not. We were not doing anything. Nothing at all. Just watching the stars together. At daytime, Tiresias? I think you're missing the more obvious problem, Wulfric, my dear. I didn't mean to, interrupt. Well, interrupt you did, and now you shall suffer a heretic's wrath. Just as soon as I figure out where you're standing. Come now, Tiresias, spare her. This is her camp, after all. Well, I'll just step that way, and, hey, since you're here, I can tell by the lowering temperature that we're getting closer to Flintshire. That we are. Why? This sun-yielding cold holds warm memories for the two of us. Does it not, Wulfric? Yes, it truly does. I thought you met it in the Tataran border. That we did, but it was in Flintshire that we, spoke of the intricacies of our ongoing relationship, as it were. That's one way to put it. Wulfric, please. Right, I get it. Well, I don't want to pry, but you brought it up, so... How'd that happen? Oh, it wasn't anything all that special, truly. We had been traveling around for a few months. We stopped at an inn, we played chess to pass the time. I can never beat him at chess. It's positively infuriating. He has better luck with cards, since I can't see them. Anyway, I proposed that if I won our next match, he would have to bare his heart to me. In retrospect, his hurried agreement said it all. I hadn't any doubts for some time by that point. I only feared that it would be you that did not deem me worthy. Seriously? You're my literal knight in shining armor. What kind of damsel in distress would I be if I gave you the cold shoulder? Damsel in distress? You're the stronger of us by far, Tiresias. I'm happy for you both. Wulfric gets 1 speed. Which, how much is... He's got 16 speed now. That's nice. That is really nice. Alright, talk to Raleigh. You overhear a conversation between your allies.
Why the dour face, Raleigh? Something wrong?
What's it to you, cutthroat? If you don't like my face, that's too bad. You don't have any storerooms in which to lock me up this time.
Oh, come on, don't tell me you're still sour over what happened. It's been ages.
It barely happened a couple of weeks back.
Yet it feels like a lifetime ago, don't it?
Yeah, so much has happened since then. I had a gut feeling when we picked you up, you know. I said to myself, Vango, things are going to change soon.
No, you didn't.
Okay, maybe I didn't say it, but I thought it. And look, I was right.
Well, I don't think you thought it either.
Oh, come on, let me have this. I don't got nothing.
You got a friend, ain't that enough?
Duh, Lopez. Yeah, that's right, I got a friend. And a friend is more valuable than all the gold in the world.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
But I'd still like to have all the gold in the world, though.
Definitely.
I think I've heard enough. Good day to you.
Oh, come on. Don't you want a friend too? Friends are so nice. We can be friends. We just gotta put the past bygones.
Something along those lines, yeah?
Why would I want to be? For the love of...
So, why are you looking so down anyway? Not Lopez's stench, is it?
Listen here, friend.
No, this is just not the homecoming I had expected.
Oh, right. You were a member of one of Glamorgan's Knight Orders.
The Knights Lazarite, to be precise. That's the Flintshire Knights, which is this region.
You don't say. Come on, we ain't that dumb. We keep up. Pardon me for underestimating you, esteemed gentleman. So what? You from a proud lineage of knights or something? Not at all. My father's a merchant. He wanted me to inherit the family business, but I wanted more. So I joined the knights in search of glorious adventure. Pfft, so much for that. Look at me now. Befriending thugs, returning a deserter, bearing arms against my homeland. I am a disgrace. Well, at least you have a loving dad. Might even see him again while we're here. Mine robbed travelers on the highway, got drunk, and came back home to beat me. Until he picked the wrong target and got his gut ripped open. Dads, huh? Never knew mine. My mother died giving birth to me, too. I had to fend for myself from a ripe young age. If you're fishing for sympathy, you should try harder. Not really what I'm trying to do. That's just how things are. Ain't that right? Alright. Get more support rank between those two. And now, for the new additions to our team. Last night I did the Overlord DLC from Mass Effect 2, and the ending almost made me tear up because one of the characters did something vile to his brother. I know nothing about Mass Effect, so I cannot comment. Hello, Stad. Good to see you. Talk.
You would seek my wisdom? You're wise. I am, after all, the wisest among men. Can you tell him to cut it out before someone punches his lights out? He can't stop. He's still method acting. What's that supposed to mean? He's fully immersed himself in his role. He is, for all intents and purposes, a necromancer. So is he much different when he's not acting? Well, he doesn't laugh like that. His usual cackle is more like, Wahahaha! Once more you prove your acting mettle, sister dearest. Please, you're a simple character, brother mine. Hardly a challenge for a performer of my stature. You dare belittle me? I, Polonius, the great necromancer. Mere mortals cannot grasp the fine intricacies of my enigmatic mind. That I can believe. Anyway, just wanted to make sure you two are getting settled in. I've slept in barns more luxurious than this, but I've also seen more derelict cesspools, so I guess that's something. Gee, sorry we can't provide a palace on the go for you, your highness. Oh, your silver tongue may have met her golden match. Shall you take this lying down, Ophelia? She may have this round. I do not expect she is accustomed to winning. Okay, you know what, actually? I think I'll talk to him. Mr. Necromancer or whatever, I have a question. And I shall respond to the very best of my boundless abilities. Be straight with me. You teleported. Verily? How? I already told you, it was a trick. Can your memory truly be so short, or do you just not listen? Why don't you go pester Hestia about her pigtails or something? Base barbarian. Another devastating blow. Golden does not measure up. Yours is a diamond tongue. Don't change the subject. You teleported. I did. Alas, I cannot reveal the nature of my designs. Your feeble mind would shatter upon such ghastly revelations. Tell me the truth, damn it. We'd have so much use for such a trick. Even Apate couldn't believe her eyes, and that one's not easily phased. Of course, she's but a mortal after all. I, on the other hand, am the father to the mother. I think I'm going to stop talking to you now. My head hurts. Ah, a fellow sufferer of migraines, eh? My heart goes out to you, friend. Apply this poultice to your forehead. Perhaps it shall help. And with that, the great Polonius takes his leave with grace. Huzzah! Those two are funny. Those two are very funny. I like them a lot. Phobos. Kyra, what's this I'm hearing about Feem? No one seems to know any specifics, but they say she's dead. It's true. Oh no. Kyra, I'm so sorry. I know you two were close. Can we not talk about this right now? I have other things that I must focus on. I'm trying to keep my mind away from what happened. But I appreciate it, Phobos. This is thoughtful of you. But the truth is, most of the people with us just didn't know her. Even those from Percote didn't really know her. Heck, you didn't really know her, did you, Phobos? Well, everyone in town knew how she was. She was nice, but no one wanted to be the subject of the next gossip she'd spread. So we all tried to stay away from her where we could. Now I wish I'd gotten to know her better before. What I'm trying to say is, Phobos, is this. Everyone seems to have made a leader out of me for some reason. Well, why not? You're good at leading, and you brought us all together. Yeah, well, it's precisely because of that I can't dwell on this. If I lie down and cry now, we risk all of this falling apart. That's not how we do right by Fiend. We have to finish what we started. We have to take Tartaros down. And we have to find the one who did that to her. I just want you to know, if you want to talk or need help or anything, Phobos, you... Huh? Never mind, it's nothing. See you around, Phobos. Kyra? Sag times. Sag. And I think that's gonna be... No. Nikolaus and Pluto have 1. Oops, don't open the convoy. Alright, talk you two. Phew, man, when I showed up, nobody said I'd have to shovel snow. At least the camp's set up now. Time for a break. I could sleep for years. Maybe I should ask for a leave of absence. Whoa! Who are you? A spy? Alright, no worries. We can make this work. You have a purse of coins right about here, and I saw nothing. Okay, so you're not a spy. You're just one of our resident weirdos. These guys will grab anyone so long as they're willing to fight, won't they? And again, I guess that's how I landed this gig myself. So, what's cooking? My brother. He is the greatest swordsman in the land. Sorry, what? I zoned out for a bit there. One day, we will cross blades. Our clash is inevitable. It is our fate. We are both tainted forever. Jeez, what did your brother do to you? I got 8 siblings and I couldn't imagine wanting to pick a fight with any of them. Partly because they're all way tougher than I am. Even little Cora, I don't know where that kid gets her muscle. I must surpass my brother, that I may strike him down. You must leave me, for I am beyond redemption. Wow, you're so cool. How do you do it? Am I? I mean... Hold on, let me try that. ... Well, that was fun. Think I'll leave you to it now. Really could use a nap. It was nice meeting you. Phew, I thought he'd never leave. He didn't even finish shoveling the snow. But that's fine. This is my corner. I don't mind shoveling snow out of my corner. Gotta love those two. Hey, Ares. How you doing? Not much is going on right now. We're just prepping for the upcoming map. Although, as I already said, I already did my preps. I've got my formational set, more or less, and ready to roll, I think. So, it's basically just gonna be trying to clear out. Actually, no, this is not the formation I wanted set up. Or Lath. You and Teresa can go this a ways. Hecate. We've got Alonso and I think Fiod, you can go this way. Main thing is get rid of this archer turn 1. And these other archers won't be able to trouble Teresa, so she can probably just go in and deal with them. And I'm gonna guess that the wyverns will try and start moving sooner rather than later. I'll go, you have the halberd. Who's got the hammer? Begonia. Alright, good on you, Begonia. Alright, I think this looks pretty good. So, let's get down to business. I'm fine. Good to hear that, Ares. Good to hear that. And we get Castlevania music, which is always a plus in my book. Man, that archer is just out of reach of so many things. Oh well. At least Fiad can... At least Fiad works like a delete button. And she gets a level up off of that kill. Nice. HP, strength, and speed. Always good to see. Fiad is quite a powerhouse, and I like her a lot. Now, as for you, Mr. Myrmidon, Hecate, you can knock this guy down to low health, and Teresa can come in, and I wish she had a Iron Lance so that my accuracy wasn't shaky, but... Alright, we get a Vulnerary. I don't want to get rid of the normal rock just yet. It's mostly just a just-in-case measure, because I don't think Teresa gets doubled by any of these guys at the moment. Yeah, no one has the speed to even think of doubling her, but as far as I'm concerned, better safe than sorry. No. Orlaith, you go this a ways. Fangodango. Kyra, I think I'll just have you do a little bit of chip. Alonso, I want to get your anima rank moving up a little bit, so you can come in and cast some fireballs. And Phobos, you actually may not necessarily want to be on this side because there's a lot of Dark Knights here, none of whom you do any real damage to. It's okay because we have Begonia in the back, who can defeat them all with a stop hammer time. Wolfric, I'll have you go north, and Gari can go this way. Now, as for which side we want our healer on, I'm going to choose to trust that the west side is mostly going to be okay. As we go from Dawn of Sorrow to... Dawn of Sorrow music to Order of Ecclesia music. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. I think as per usual, Kyra's gonna be doing the chip. And then Begonia, you can come in and finish off that one. I would like to be able to trade her, actually, hang on a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, actually, Fungo, you can go this ways. Actually, do we really need, any... I mean, I guess Lunatome. You already have one. Yeah, that's not particularly... I think we're set on Dark Tomes. I also think we're pretty set on Anima Tomes as well. So, I don't really see the point in doing that. Lopez, go to the Armory. Steel Sword, Iron Blade, Lance Reaver, Firebrand, Steel Lance... Well, this Cleave Bow is definitely coming with. Beyond that, I think we're good, honestly. I don't really want to be spending a ton of shit on... Spending a ton of money on shit I don't need. So it's mostly just going to be... moving... Bit of a slow start to the map, but I'm sure it'll pick up eventually. God, with Iron Bow. Alright. And for this, Kyra takes damage. Ouch. Kyra's eaten a fair few bit of hits. At least it gets her to a level. Strength, magic, and skill. Not bad. Alright, that was a relatively decent turn. So, Begonia, you're going to be hitting these guys with... Or you can miss. That is always an option. HP. You are doing absolutely swimmingly today, Armor Slayer. Any of these guys? No, they're all equipped with lance weapons. And Koiniget. Cleave bow is just 2 range, right? Yeah. Okay, so we can't use that right now. Let's see here. Alonso. Get your fire rank up. Your magic rank up. Alright. Okay. Kyra, take the cleave bow. I think you can... Alright, Maelstrom. Sometimes forget that that weapon is a thing. Now, I'm going to need you at a reasonable amount of health. I should probably have traded the Maelstrom off of her. No worries. Wulfric can do just that. And we remain unpunished. Although I don't get the ability to Canto out of danger, unfortunately. Oh well, Fungo this ways. Who's gonna get the EXP for this kill? I think I'll give it to Orlaith. Excuse me. The enemy phase track shares the same track as in Souls of the Forest. I don't remember. I did watch a playthrough of Souls of the Forest, but I remember very little. I don't remember a ton about that hack. So I don't remember. So I don't remember if it had Castlevania music in it or not. It's cool if it did, certainly. Who has a vulnerary? Fiad, you yoink that off of Fungo. And you can make use of it. Teresa, I'm not gonna have you go charging in just yet. 'Cause that would probably be a not very smart idea. And Wyvern goes for Lopez. Great. And Mr. Axe Reaver goes for Hecate. For a big hit. That's not a good hit for Orlaith to be taking. Ouch. Oh, come on, just enough. Thank God for that dodge. That could have ended really poorly. Okay, now we have enemies on our tail. Which means that it is time to start thinking things through. Teresa. You can't double, so you can't beat this guy. Okay, let's think here. Phobos, you're at a... I mean, not a major disadvantage against these guys, but you're not... I mean, Steel Sword can still do a decent amount of damage. Lopez with Zambato does not kill. That's pretty obnoxious. Alright, Kyra delete one Wyvern. We will heal Begonia. Man, this is gonna be a tricky situation, isn't it? Ouch. Crap. This is bad. 'Cause I feel like no matter what I do, this north side team is gonna get wrecked. At least someone is going to get wrecked as a result of this. Yeah, I think I may... This turn's gonna maybe require a few resets. Because there's a lot of enemies here, and Brigand's going after villages. That could potentially be a big nuisance. Alright, Orlaith gets more strength. That is always good. Hecate, I think you're gonna need to Seggle this guy. Does that put you in range of the other one with Seggle? Thank God, no. Fungo can delete. Now Teresa. Agari. What's her ranks looking like? No, Exit is not what it is. Use swords instead. And then Fiad can just delete this guy, I guess. And then Teresa, you go over here, where you are out of range of everything. And we have to restart this turn anyways. Oh, well, that's one dodge. And that enemy was kind enough to block the village off. Yeah, hit me. Nice try, bucko. That ain't gonna do Jack Daniels to me. Wow. Not bad, Wolfric. Not bad at all. Ooh, that didn't kill. Not bad, Lopez. Not bad at all. We somehow got through that, and the village is still intact. Okay. Only problem is that what's going on over here is a little bit scary. Thankfully, we have Hecate around to make it less scary. Alright. Man, this Wyvern Lord is bulky as balls. Okay, who needs the HP most out of everyone here? Probably Wulfric. Okay, let's think. Maelstrom is probably the only thing that's going to get rid of this guy. Yeah. So we can delete. Wulfric. Have Kyra put a less heavy weapon on. And delete this guy. Kairos, you can delete this guy. Honestly, I wanted my hack to... Oops. Really damn good level up for Phobos. Honestly, I wanted my hack to have a story that relies on player choice as to who lives to tell the tale and who dies for the cause. At the end of the day, people die in war. Yeah. I mean, admirable if you really, like, want to hone in on the whole player choice aspect. Matt. Weapon rank increases to A. Not bad. Thunder has 20 crit. That's actually pretty scary. Lonzo, up front. Do some damage to this guy. And that should provide a way for Lopez to sneak away out of danger. Oh, that's a fucking Silver Slants. Not cool. Should have found a way to have Phobos trade the Lance Reaver onto himself. Although, to be frank, the Sage there is the thing I'm most scared about. Yeah, nice 23 hit rate, jackass. %, and the crit. Fuck you. No, please, I'll do anything. Yeah, well, you don't need to worry about that, my dude. Because we are resetting for you. No one dies in this playthrough. Damn, Spiral does a lot. Shit, that was a bad idea. It was a bad idea and I did it anyways. Okay. Phobos. Let's try this again. Let me think. Well, Wulfric, you actually double the Wyvern Lord here. So I think you'll be the one to knock him out. And get a level up off it. Strength, speed, and defense. All stats we like to see. Kyra, you can shoot this one down. And then we'll go with the tag team of Alonso and Begonia against this one. Lopez, you get out of the way. Begonia, you Steel Axe. And then Apate, I don't really like putting you in danger, but I think you'll be able to take a hit or two. Hopefully. That's a bad hit to take with this Steel Lance. Yeah, fucking Eclipse Domes. 91%. Of fucking course. I can't really back off. Like, normally when... Like, that's a really stupid thing, is that... Let me see here. Yeah, these... This is really chapping my ass, because some of this shit is just... really, really obnoxious to deal with. No strength, but at least he gets something. Maybe using Kyra to delete this one would be better off. And then we can have Begonia and Alonso take on this one with the Steel Lance. Pate can heal. Frickin' Eclipse Domes. Please do not crit me. Thank you. Alright. And then the Wyvern goes for 8%. Thank God. If I died to that, I was gonna throw a fit. Alright. Now for the question of who kills the Sage. Who has the HP to kill the Sage, in all honesty. Actually, Alonzo, I think your Sword Slayer, yes, is effective against this guy. You've got to be kidding me. That was a bad time for that to miss. Not that there necessarily would have been a good time, but if there was a good time, that wasn't it. Big Onion, please finish this idiot off. Thank you. Fuck me, that was annoying. HP, strength, and speed. Always appreciated. Alright, extra Lance Reaver. Nice crit. Wasn't needed, but still nice. Alright. Yes, yes. Oh wow, you actually hit me. Nice silver bow. And we have reinforcements on our tail. Great. I really wish I could make use of Teresa more, but there's so many damn archers over here. Don't that just be how it is? So much of the time. Okay. Kyra, you cleave bow this night into oblivion. Level up, and she gets HP, magic, skill, and speed. Okay. More speed, that is good. Alonso, you grind up some tome rank. And then Lopez, go in for the kill. Just enough. Obtain coin. Now for a full heal. Alright, visit the village.
Our blades from Wrexham. I beg you to remember that we are only innocent civilians. Your battle is with Margravine Delilah, with her and her alone. Oh, you didn't come here to raise our homes to the ground? Thank you. Some would take advantage of the chaos of war, you know. Crime does pay for some, sadly, but so does kindness. Allow me to show you.
Master Seal. Thank you very much for that. I feel like I haven't had a whole lot of, like, turns to actually try and heal up. Alright. Teresa takes a nice pot shot. Okay, more people coming up from the rear. Fiad, you're gonna be picking them off. Bongo, you can take a hit.
Teresa, I don't think you're gonna be able to take a hit from 29, yeah. That's not happening. You have a Kestros too. This map is very disrespectful to flyers. Alright, we have Reuben, commander of the Knights Lazarite, guarding the North Fort. And he comes with the Solar Brace, which is one of the things I like this hack. One thing I really like from this hack is the, I'm always a fan of accessories and equipables. Alonso, we'll stick you there. Lopez, I think you and some of the... Well, Kyra and Wolfric will probably have to be the ones to deal with those wyverns. The rest of the squad can probably just take on the other enemies over there.
Ha 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 ha! In Flintshire's name you shall fall here!
Reuben, in a game made by Saint Rubenio. Thankfully, Hecate doesn't die to these steelbow bungholes. Oh, nice level up. She's almost a Captain Magic, too. I think if she gets it, I may just straight up promote her. Ouch. Nice try, jackass. Didn't want to waste a use of the cleave bow, though, so I'm not entirely happy with that, but oh well. Okay, let's see here. Wolfric, you pick this guy off. Alright, Apate. Much obliged. Alonso levels up and gets HP, magic, skill, and luck. Okay. I guess we can take that. Lopez. Not bad. HP and strength. More strength on Lopez is always goated. Kyra, how do you do against these guys? Oh, you just one-shot this one. That is much appreciated. Now, as for Phobos here, you don't do too bad, actually. Weapon rank increase to A. Now we have to bait this Kestros guy out, and I think Fjord is going to be the one to do it. She can also longbow this woman.
The darkness shall swallow you.
And my arrows shall pierce you. And you go to Ironbow. Gary finishes this guy off. And Teresa, you are gonna require a little bit of help to actually kill this boss. Which I do want you to do, because you are in need of training. Alright, Alonso. Good showing. As for you, you probably just get, yeah, you just get evaporated. Now, Fiat, can you maybe not murder this guy totally? I don't think that's gonna happen. Phobos, I kind of want you to get this kill on the boss. Let's see here. I think, one nice thing about this hack is, not needing to worry about, okay, Hecate, you. You chip! And then Teresa, which of these has the best hit rate? Steel Lance, honestly. Please hit. Yes. Nice job.
I can't see. Darkness everywhere.
Okay, HP, strength, luck, and res. Pretty decent, all things considered. Alright, Lunar Brace. That reduces defensive... That increases defensive stats, but reduces offensive stats a little bit. Not a weapon I'm super fond of, but not a thing I'm super fond of, but it does have its uses. And honestly, Phobos, I think you can just Lance Reaver this guy. It's 1 and a 2, and he's dead. Margravine Delilah, forgive me. And dead. Alright, Phobos, you get speed and luck. Not bad. Solar Brace. Obtain. I'm actually not sure who is going to be getting these braces. 'Cause I've definitely got a few candidates. Mongo sees. That's 1 down. 1 more to go. End turn, and Alonso sees.
That's it. I just got the word. Both forts have been dealt with. I was wondering how you'd fare against a real army. You don't disappoint. I wouldn't want to stand as your enemy. Well, the feeling's mutual, trust me. We should not tarry. Where to next, Fiad? We continue northwest until we hit a roadblock. Which roadblock? Delilah or one of her goons holding a dagger to the Margrave's neck. Any ideas on how we'll get him back yet? Too early to tell. It'll depend, I guess. I do know one thing, though. The more land we claim, the more advantageous our position will be. So let's do as Apate says and keep going while we have momentum. No arguments here.
Citadel Alethea.
Denizens of Amnisos, heed my words. It was 407 years ago, on history's most blessed day, that our great nation was born, Tartarus, the land of the Mother. We are the Mother's chosen children, her favorites among favorites, for we are the most devoted. We partake in her bounty of the earth, the sea, and the sky, and thus our livelihoods and our happiness are assured. Yet motherly as she is, she must be strict as well as loving. There are those who would coldly reject her kindness, those who would defy her way with unnatural, evil practices. Open your hearts in prayer and resist the call of the siren, for a siren can only lead you astray into the depths of hell. Follow in the Mother's path. Find her hallowed warmth, and know that in turn she shall never give up on us. For we are now and forever her beloved children. May her mercy be upon you, my people.
Father, how do you feel?
Slightly winded, that is all.
You lost your way in the middle of the speech. Are you certain that you are well, Father?
That was a momentary pause to catch my breath. Nothing more.
Never before had I heard you pause for anything during your prayers, much less in the middle of the Founding Day speech.
Stop dancing around it and get to the point, Dolus.
I am of age, Father.
Thinking of usurping me already, boy.
Far from it. I have a long way to go before I can lead Tartaros. I know that. But I am your son as well as your heir, Father. Your health worries me. Surely you can start leaving these more taxing tasks to me. I agree with him, my husband. He will have to make himself known to our populace at some point. What better way than by showing he is a devoted and dutiful son?
Do not tell me how I must raise my own child, Thyone. And you should worry about your studies rather than my health, boy. I am perfectly fine. I will hear no more drivel of this variety. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, Father. I apologize for my insolence.
Good. Now would you kindly step out of the throne hall? I have many audiences to hold today, and we are behind schedule as it is.
Of course. Sorry. Ugh. Please, don't let such a crestfallen expression sully your face. Your father is having trouble accepting that his sun is setting. You'll understand when you get to our age, son. I just wish that he wasn't so cold. I fear he considers me less than a nuisance. And that, I'm afraid, is nothing new. He has never been one for overt displays of affection. But he cares, in his own way. Is that the truth, Mother? Or is that simply what you have told yourself over the years, because he has treated you much the same way? Well, Long have I listened to the bards sing of love. A father's love, a spouse's love. How is it that the bards know these things, yet I, the scion of Tartaros, do not? I have been born to greatness, so I'm told. So why does it feel so low? Dolus, my dear, you are my everything. If your stubborn old mule of a father will not show you love, allow me to show enough for both. It shall be my burden. I only beg that you do not let sorrow cloud your heart. Forgive me, Mother. I did not mean to sadden you. I am ashamed of my weakness. 'Tis not my place to whine. Where I lack my father's affection, others lack food, a home's safety. There's where my worries need be focused, upon my people. Those who will one day count on me to lead them well. You will be a wonderful Hierophant, Dolus. I am proud of you. Only thanks to you, Mother, and your efforts and sacrifices. Oh, my child. Alright, that's chapter 11. That went on pretty long, actually. So, I think... I don't know. I'll see how I'm feeling, but I think I might just do the introduction and base conversations for the next chapter, and then call it a wrap. And we'll continue the next chapter following day. Chapter 12, The Underhanded. They were kidding. It really does get cold up north. Rather, yes, but I kinda like it. Hardship fires up the soul, you know. Or something along those lines. Hecate, do a guy a favor and lend me your cloak. Is something wrong, you two? I was thinking it's oddly quiet. Not nearly enough pomp or brazen remarks.
I am caught up in remembrance. I was deployed in the northern border of Tartaros when I...
Left the Inquisition?
Indeed.
What was it that spurred your departure anyway? Well, of course, if you don't want to talk about it.
We'd been stationed there for 3 months at that point. We were sent to detain a group of heretics. Usual routine. However, when we arrived...
Oh no. Sympathy tugged at your heartstrings, Soder.
I knew one of them. I was sweet on her. I knew what her crimes entailed. I knew what her fate would be. But I could not do it. I hesitated, and a group took advantage. It was a catastrophic failure. They killed 2 of my men and escaped. I presented my resignation but hours after.
But that's... Nobody could blame you for what you felt. Knights of the Inquisition are not to allow such trifles to interfere with their duty. It is not a position I have ever envied or vied for. Holy Knights have power, wealth, respect, but they surrender their hearts for it. It is a price some can pay, and others cannot.
I shall conduct another round. We cannot become complacent.
I'll go with you. Maybe moving around will help with the cold. Hecate, what malady has befallen you? What? No, I'm not sick. A malady of the soul, then? You can talk to me. It might help. So you can tell me all about how prayer will solve my every problem? Oh, come on. You know that's not what I... Shove off. Huh. She knows something. Alright, I think it's time to voice the question on everybody's minds. What in the world is Delilah doing? What's it been now, a whole day? We've just been sitting here at her doorstep, practically begging for her to come out and face us. Yet not a peep. Not from her, not from any messengers, nothing. They're just sitting around making sure we don't push forward.
Something is amiss, there is no doubt about that. Whether it can be used to our benefit remains to be seen.
Maybe they've discreetly disposed of him by now. Don't say that, Fjord. Why not? It's looking more and more likely by the minute.
It would make no strategic sense. Killing him quietly serves no purpose but to invite their ends on our steel. There are only two explanations that I believe to be plausible. Either he has somehow escaped captivity, or
he was never here to begin with.
And we must finish this with haste, that we may turn our attention elsewhere.
Either way, our course is clear. We've given them enough time. Time to go on the offensive. We can wring some answers out of Delilah once we get our hands on her. It'll be my pleasure. Okay. So, we have this map going on. No. We're not gonna... Let's go to the camp first. See how long this takes us, and if it takes more than about 10 minutes of our time, I think I may just call it a stream here. Alright. Talk to Hestia.
Kyra, I've made a decision.
Next project?
Not exactly. See, I kind of feel bad about the current arrangement.
You're going to raise the prices on me? I guess that's fair. The economy and all.
Pfft, come on, Kyra, really? You don't know the first thing about the economy.
Gee, so sorry, Miss Big Shot Capital Craftswoman. They don't teach that in stinky commoner schools.
Honestly, you're better off. None of it makes a lick of sense. Wait, why are we talking about this? That's not it at all.
Oh, I assumed when you said arrangement.
I mean this little routine we have. Of you coming here, us having a nice chat, and then... well, you go risk your neck out there with everyone else. Meanwhile, I just sit here and have fun with my little projects.
You provide a valuable service, Hestia.
Perhaps, but still. These muscles aren't just good for hammering metal, you know.
What are you saying? Strength isn't everything. You aren't a fighter. Are you?
Haven't you learned by now that I'm a bag of surprises? Perry taught me how to use axes as well as craft them back in the day. Mostly it was just a way to spend time together, but it was still serious.
Hestia, I don't think I want to risk our blacksmith on the battlefield. You're more valuable here, I'm sorry to say.
I get that. Don't worry, I'll be extremely careful. If things look bad, I'll run for the hills and stick to the camp. But until then, why don't you have some faith in me? Allow me to stand in the face of danger by your side.
Well, fine. But don't go giving me cause for worry now, you hear?
Worry more about your enemies. It's about to get rough for them.
And Hestia joins the party. You overhear a conversation between your allies. I must say, I am surprised. I don't meet many who know the language of the blind. At least, among those who do not themselves know a blind person.
There are not many disciplines I am not at least acquainted with.
Verily. So what are your thoughts, my lady? I'm close. I can feel it. This tome, it's every bit a light tome of old. But it doesn't work. I don't understand why it won't. The incantations are accurate to the documents I've studied. I am attuned to the energies, and I train my connection every day.
None of that is the problem, Tiresias.
What is it, then? You are venturing where nobody has ventured in centuries. I feel compelled to advise you to stop here. Don't worry about me. It'd be a pointless waste of time. I cannot contain my reckless curiosity. It is a veritable curse. Besides, all that I have learned indicates it is simply another kind of magic. Hardly a secret worth keeping. I know not why the theocracy hates it so much. Or you, for that matter. You believe yourself to be so bright, do you not? The brightest thing you could do is forget about all this. It will only bring you grief in the end. Like it has you? Well, I won't pry, but I don't believe you'll be able to make me quit either. Your assistance would speed the process up, but I'll figure it out regardless. Why? Why are you so interested in magic reviled by the mother herself? That's got to be the first time you've invoked her name. For as good a liar as you are, Lady Apate, that was pitiful. No, not pitiful. Desperate. Very well. I shall assist you. Truly? Thank you, Lady Apate. You have my eternal gratitude. Let me make one thing perfectly clear, however. I agreed to this only because we could use this power in our quest. I don't mind. I hadn't expected you to do it out of the goodness of your heart. I am not finished. Should I decide that your studies carry you too far, I will kill you on the spot. What? Killing a fool like you would be easy, even without your affliction. With it, all I have to do is claim you lost your way. It's incomprehensible. What dark secret could hide in this innocuous school of magic, Apate? May you never find out. Now let me repair your conduits. Or are you suddenly too afraid to see your research through? I may have soiled my trousers there, 'tis true. But that is only more reason I must walk this path to its end. I am ready. Let us commence. Ooh. Things are getting interesting. Alright. You overhear a conversation between your allies. I need more water. Some of those voices are hard to do.
Ah, you must be Sir Pericles' daughter. Hi there. Call me Agari. That's what everyone calls me. Might I inquire as to where you're going? Just gonna go out for a quick ride. See some snow in peace while we have some free time. Is it not time for prayer? Oh no, not another one. What, did my dad tell you to make sure I keep up my daily prayer? Can we not do this right now? Come on, have a heart. You have it wrong. I do not mean to force you. It is simply surprising behavior of a holy knight. That is all. But I'm sure you've heard that before. Oh, great. In that case, I think I'll be going. You've got more to say, don't you? I knew your father before. Standing here, brought together by a common cause against Tartaros. It is something neither he nor I could ever have expected. Is that right? Where do you know my dad from? Tell me something, Agari. Are you here for his sake alone, or do you believe in our cause? I'm definitely happier here than I ever was in the Inquisition. Everyone's nice, and we don't have to pursue innocence just because some ugly said they're bad people. There probably could have been another word in there. It's made me realize even more just how wrong the Inquisition is. You speak truth. The Church as an Inquisition institution is rotten to the core. If we must destroy it to rebuild it anew, so be it. I will contribute my magic to that purpose. Huh. Well, however you met my dad, I can tell you're two peas in a pod. Pardon me. Your father reminds me of the past, but I shouldn't equate you to him. You're your own person. A quite pleasant and cheerful one at that, I can see. Well, I try to keep my spirits up. It's difficult sometimes, I won't lie, but I tried hating once. I really, really tried to hate my father. For never being home, for not caring about us, apparently. For not being there when Mom... Please, you do not have to share this with me. It's okay. I can tell I can trust you. What I'm trying to say is,
I wanted to hate him, but I only managed to feel worse. So I decided I didn't want to hate anyone anymore. We don't always get along, but things are better now. It did help that Dad, well, I misjudged him.
And yet not many would so readily forgive, Agari. You are wise beyond your years. Hatred begets only hatred. There is no point to it. It is a truth many fail to learn in their lifetimes.
You sound like you speak from experience.
I have hated enough that I am now numb to the feeling.
Oh.
But let's not speak of such undesirable topics. Would you mind an old lady's company during your ride? I would enjoy to take in the sights of this gelid landscape.
Sure, hop on. Oh, but I'm dumb. I haven't asked you your name yet.
Eupraxia.
I'm Agari. Oh, I did tell you that, didn't I?
Oh, you did, my girl. Do you intend on stopping for a spell? I can bring my tea set.
Oh yeah, that'd be lovely. Thanks so much, Lady Eupraxia.
Okay, and then next up on the chopping block for conversations, we have just these two, actually, looks like. Oops. Alright, Olathe, and who is this? Glaucus. Oh, man, I'm pooped. It's starting to be too much, huh? Oh, howdy there. Didn't see you approach.
Hey,
Right, so I don't remember you from when I joined up. You a new addition to our merry band?
I'm Olathe. I'm one of Wrexham's knights.
Oh, I see. One of them prim and proper knight types, huh? You certainly look totally unfazed.
Should I be fazed? By what?
Well, you know, everything that's going on. I was sure that after we left Tartaros, things would slow down. If this whole rebellion business didn't fizzle out on its own, thought we'd at least take it one step at a time. 2 days later, and we're fighting assassins, mercenaries, monsters, and then without missing a beat, we declare war on a Margravit. Heck, your liege was kidnapped, and you wonder why you should be fazed?
Okay, I was here too, you know. I remember all of that. If you're so tired, why didn't you just call it quits anyway?
Wait, you're telling me to desert? Just like that?
I mean, you've already done it once. Don't you think I know what that crest is? We don't need dispirited old layabouts here.
Ouch! Scathing. Got me good there, Orals. Nah, but see, I can't do that. Betraying the Inquisition was easy. Betraying these guys, that'd sting in my conscience, I'm sure of it.
So you're with them because you believe in their cause?
Well, why are you? Good soldiers follow orders? Or is there more to you?
The other way around. I follow orders because I believe the people I serve are good. They will not give me an order that contradicts my moral compass. If they did, I wouldn't follow it.
And just like you, I too have a moral compass of my own. Sure, sometimes I don't listen to it as much as I should, but I'd like to think I have a heart in there somewhere. I may have joined these guys out of convenience, but I like them too much to run off on them. At least, without asking nicely first.
You surprise me. You're not as bad as you look.
Please, I know I'm a bit of a mess, but come on. Don't judge by a book by its cover, you know?
Yeah, you're right. My bad. Sorry I called you all those mean things before.
It's not like you were wrong either. I'm kind of a layabout. But I'm not too old, actually. I just started going gray young. Had genes. My dad was the same way.
Oh, huh. Well, for what it's worth, you'd make it work if you just shave. Or commit to the beard. Something. Just please fix the stubble.
I'll take your advice when you get your hair under control.
Hey, I happen to like the Wildlock style.
I like Glaucus. He's a cool dude. Alright. I'm just making sure that is absolutely everybody. Yeah. I think we're going to leave camp. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. Because I am feeling like I'm about to shit myself again. I don't want that to happen. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. For whatever it is worth. Alright, let's see here. So we get no... Don't get a whole lot of new stuff. Yeah, I think I'm gonna knock off a little early. But I guess before we go, we can double check the... You can double check our new units. Blacksmith Hestia, blacksmith who once served the Holy Knights, now a rebel. Those are some damn good bases, actually. Compared to Fango. She does actually have a little more speed than him. But she has as much defense as him. I don't know. Pretty comparable stats to Fango, but I don't know. Fango has triangle attack and he has that big strength stat, so I don't really see him as being all that worth it. Yeah, Hestia, I'm gonna see doing the bench. Then we have Polonius, actor, businessman, part-time necromancer, a scoundrel whose love for money trumps his common sense. And these are his stats. You know, pretty pitiful magic for us, for what is effectively a... I mean, I guess he can function as like a sword user and use the Earthquake Tome that he comes with, but other than that, he's mostly just useful for the bargain skill. And Ophelia, who is an actress traveling in a traveling troupe of performers. A bit of a diva, but her talent is undeniable. Actress, a performer so talented she can mimic others perfectly. And she's essentially a Zane type unit, or ex-Zane from the Arcanea games, which I'm honestly not really a fan of those types of characters. Because I think that a lot of times a lot of times deploying them just does not feel worth it. Because they feel just too situational for my tastes. You can take one of your iron swords back and give Lopez his armor slayer. Else would appreciate the normal rock. Maybe Orlaith, but I don't know. Hecate could maybe use it as like a just in case. I think Teresa's fast enough that she doesn't really need it at the moment. Pate, you get the Lunar Brace because your magic stat is big enough that it doesn't matter, and you gain a whole bunch of defensive stuff that you can make use of. Kyra, you're all set. Fiad, you're all set. Lopez, we need to sell off your coins. Fungo, how am I doing on vulneraries? Got one. Do I dare start using my stat boosters at this point? I'd kind of like to save them, if I'm being real. We've got a couple characters who are pretty close to capping some stats. And it would be nice to get them promoted early. Decisions. Alonso. I'm not really liking how Alonso's turning out, if I'm being honest. I think his stats are pretty underwhelming for level 15. Like, they're not bad, they're just not amazing. Agari's kind of in the same boat as well. Teresa's actually turning out pretty decent. Mostly just her strength stat, but, you know, that is something. Orlaith, you may actually be pretty close to a good spot where you can promote. Wolfric, I think 17 speed is... 17 speed's not too far away from you being worth promoting. Ganya. Yeah. I'll have to think about it some more, but I think we're in a pretty good spot with what our Teresa, you're still stuck at D lances? That's crap. I mean, I guess you're not that far away from getting one. Alright, C rank, D rank. I'm gonna put this in your inventory just so that we'll have it for when the time comes. Lathe. Actually, when it comes to your weapons, I think that, yeah, that spiral is the most damaging thing you have. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, who's getting the solar brace? I think probably you, Fiad. It will make you very powerful. You will do lots of damage at range. Polonius. Can sell off the coins. And then... do we need to buy anything for anybody? Teresa could probably use an Iron Lance. For 180 gold, that is a steal. Alonso, you're pretty set. Phobos, you're pretty set. Wolfric, you're good. Agari, you're good. Alright, so... Polonius... trade to Teresa. Alright, and as for our battle formation... Fungo, you've got the halberd, so you can deal with this guy. Teresa, you're pretty alright in terms of how you're set up. So I think that mostly something like this will probably be. And no, we'll have Orlaith go up here. Just in case. And Teresa, go a little back. Actually, Fiad, you can go a little bit back. Alright, so that's our formation for everything, and I think that's going to be it for this time around, so... thanks for everyone who tuned in. I will be back next week, I think.